Tonight, the journey to Gainesville makes a familiar stop on the game of the week as the Armwood Hawks take on the Tornadoes of Booker T. Washington. This state semifinal is a rematch of last year's game that propelled the Hawks to a state championship. It's high school football. The top two ranked teams in Class 4A next on the game of the week. Welcome to Lyle Flagg Stadium, home of the reigning 4A champions, and tonight it's also the home of the state semifinal rematch between the number 2 ranked Booker T. Washington Tornadoes and the state's top team, the Armwood Hawks. Hello everybody, my name is Eric Keaton. Welcome back to football, our final broadcast of the 2004 season right here on the Bright House Network's Channel 47 Game of the Week. Remember 3 weeks ago we started with 32 teams in Class 4A. We are now down to 4. Up north it is Pensacola taking on Lake Gibson, and right here it's the Hawks and the Tornadoes. Let's bring in my broadcast partner, LT Lamar Thomas, and a couple interesting points we'd like to point out to everybody there at home, that for the past 9 weeks the visiting team has won every game on the high school football game of the week. That's good news for Coach Harris. And also, believe it or not, these two teams have a pretty good rivalry going on, despite only playing once on the field.
That's right. A little birdie told me that at a 7-on-7 camp at USF, it got a little heated. So look for this game to be very, very intense tonight.
All right, let's talk about Booker T. Washington's Tornadoes out of Dade County. Good news for Coach Harris. Today he was awarded the Dairy Farmers Coach of the Year Award. I said, no pressure, Coach. He just smiled and shook it off. The big news about this team, besides waltzing through the playoffs, their toughest game came last week against Merritt Island, and that's where their quarterback, LT, Alwan Lee, really found his confidence.
That's right. Coach Harris calls him the future. He has great arm strength, and if need be, he can also scramble. And you talk about confidence, Eric. Last week against Merritt Island, he led him on a game-winning 72-yard drive to win it all.
Last year at this time, the Armwood Hawks were walking all over the defense of the Booker T. Washington Tornadoes. One guy who's back, ready to change it, and he is a rough-looking guy. His name is LaFonso Ruffin, an outstanding linebacker.
That's right. He is a rough linebacker with over 100 tackles. He is the leading tackler on this team. He is their captain. He is their motivator. And you know what? He's getting better and better each week because 2 years ago, he was an offensive lineman.
It's pretty good stuff. Also good stuff for Sean Callahan and his Armwood Hawks. You know the story. They are the defending 4A champions. They come in the number 1 team in the state, regardless of classification, number 1 in 4A. You look at the numbers, 9 times. They've scored 49 points or more, and you have to give credit, of course, to the big 3-headed monster, but you have to give credit to the offensive linemen up front.
That's right. We can talk about Bailey, McCray, and Williams, but you know what? These guys with Peterson, Chad Peterson, number 74, Burt McBride, number 70, number 65, Chris Levy, Mike Fight, number 72, and the senior Warren Forsythe, they're the reason why the 3-headed monster, the 3-headed dragon, is still surviving right now.
Let's get it on. It's the Hawks and the Tornadoes. We'll have the opening kickoff come up next on the Bright House Network Channel 47 Game of the Week.